Hannah, we both love a good rockumentary, don't we? But isn't it time we gave some recommendations for people who would rather listen to music than binge watch TV shows and films?
Funny you should say that, Ian, because British rapper Fletchy has just released his debut EP, The Colossal Apostle. It includes standout tracks Money Calling, This Is Crazy, and Ooh.
Ooh. And you don't have to just take our word for it. Fletchy has been shouted out by none other than LeBron James, as well as Dwayne Wade and Juicy J. A mix of humour, heartbreak and hard-hitting beats, The Colossal Apostle is available to stream now.
And to find out more about this up-and-coming artist who is building a fan base on both sides of the Atlantic, follow at Fletchy2Fat. That's Fletchy with a Y, number 2, Fat on TikTok and Instagram.
Now, next up, we're moving across to Apple TV Plus for the 4th season of the drama that, well, effectively launched that streaming platform. It's The Morning Show. And here's a clip.
I'm a firm believer in second chances. Maybe this is an opportunity to make it right.
Sick of all these people talking.
This is a reset. A different company. A different culture.
Tired of all these cameras flashing.
We promised real change.
Yes, now I'm a bit of a fan of Jennifer Aniston, and I wasn't quite sure when I first watched this. As I say, this is season 4, isn't it? I wasn't quite sure how I'd find it, really, because she's known for her role as Rachel in Friends, isn't she? She's done various other things, but always she's kind of stereotyped. But in this, she's really quite different, and I think that the proof is in the pudding. The fact that it has been commissioned again. We've got Reese Witherspoon as well, who's brilliant, and we saw her in the last series sort of walking away from it all after admitting some wrongdoings and kind of leaving the industry. And we're back with a bang with this one, really. It's really moved on. If you watch season 1, and I've watched them all, they've really kind of, I think, massively moved on. Now, it's all relatively uncredible in places. It's not exactly very likely, some of the stuff. But this particular season, from what I've seen of it so far, is really quite dramatic. It's quite punchy. There's so many duplicitous people in one room, and these they've gone into sort of new technology. They've looked at deep fake videos of certain people that could threaten their career. There's the love lives of different people all intertwined with each other. It's a ruthless new board, and in some ways I like the fact that it's mirroring to a degree, albeit some of these storylines, as I say, aren't very credible and are a bit sort of over the top. I love the fact that it kind of mirrors real life, because we're seeing, aren't we, in real time, daytime TV merging to a degree, shows. We're seeing that with ITV at the moment. And this is NBN coming together with UBA to form UBN. So by doing that, you've got new people. Some people will get bigger seats at the throne. Other people will get lost along the way. So already you've got a lot of kind of angst and ego ready to fight. And I think you really feel it actually in there. You can really see it. The bit that I think is really interesting, and we talk about this a lot, probably because I work in the women's lifestyle portfolio, but we talk about women lifting each other up, the idea of empowering other women. And it's actually not always that common. Women sort of tend to pit against each other, particularly in the workplace, I think, which is really sad. And you really see it here. My goodness, do you see it here? The storylines often are better than what the news that they're pumping out, frankly. You'd rather see the scandal on the shop floor than you would what they're actually showing. And I've really enjoyed what I've seen so far, and I really did think this might be a bit of a one-trick pony when I saw it the first time around the season 1. Then I went to season 2, season 3. I thought, hang on a minute, is this kind of, have we had enough here? But I think they've done a really good job of moving with the times, as I say, dealing with AI, which is a really big thing in the industry, and those deep fake videos that kind of threaten to ruin Alex's career. If you liked the rest of them, you're going to like this. Ian, what did you think?
Yeah, it's high quality, isn't it? It's 10 episodes, but they're released weekly, so you can't binge your way through it. But I haven't followed it all the way through the first 3 seasons, but I picked up the gist pretty quickly. And yeah, as you say, I mean, what a cast. Aniston, Witherspoon, you've got John Hamm, you've got Marion Cotillard, and my favourite, Billy Crudup. So yeah, it's got, I mean, I think to some extent, I think if you work in the media, you're kind of less likely to want to watch series about the media. So it's not necessarily the sort of thing I would be drawn to, seeing as I sort of work connected to TV shows. But it's really well done, and they've got, it starts off with some good storylines. So there's it's the Olympics are coming up, and Aniston's character is going to be working as a sort of anchor. There's also a storyline about AI taking all our jobs, which we certainly need to be aware of, Hannah. But so she's interviewing a fencer who is coming to the Olympics, but actually secretly her father slips Alex a note saying, "We want to defect." So there's that storyline. John Hamm will be back as Alex's ex-lover, a billionaire, Paul Marks. Reese Witherspoon, the ex-presenter, so she starts getting these messages about a cover-up, okay, and she's going to go back to work on the morning show, but yeah, she's going to be is she going to be working on this new story? Who knows? And meanwhile, Crudup's character, Corey, who was the CEO, I really like him, and he is failing to make it in Hollywood, which is quite amusing. So yeah, it's quality TV. The script is great. So there's a very amusing moment where Crudup wanted to do some filming outside, and he looks out the window and there's all this sort of orange smoke because of the climate conditions, and he says, "Don't tell me they elected Trump as Pope." So it's very witty, it's very well written, it's well performed. So yeah, welcome back.